A look to throw, right side, and he's going to get there. Johnny Muntz just able to step out of the tackle. Trey Brown had him behind the line. Of the drive was only 10 yards. Brown up to the 11. And he's got some space and tiptoes his way out close to the 40-yard line, and you can tell.
With a kick of 26 yards, and now it's 2nd and 6. As Mullins will go back to Chandler. And this one didn't work. He heads to the right side. It'll be Seattle's 2nd tackle for loss. That's a loss of 3.
I was the last person to ever tackle an Oiler. I know that.
Mullins, play action, good pocket, fires to the left. Jordan Addison with the catch, his first National Football League preseason catch. So that'll be a gain of 23 yards. Here comes Jordan Addison.
Again, a great job blocking up front on the play fake. And unfortunately for Addison, Mullins underthrew him.
Mullins, shotgun, 5-man rush, throws to the right, man wide open, Jalen Reagor inside the 5-yard line, first down, Reagor.
A nice little combo route on the outside by Brandon Paul and Jalen Reagor. Paul just runs they call it the cheese route. Jack Del Rio used to call it the cheese route. You don't bite on that one.
10th play of a possession that's gone 77 yards. Mullins under center, hands it to Smith. The third back, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be no gain. 2nd and goal from the 4. Mullins out of the shotgun, looking right. He'll throw to the end zone, and it's caught. It is Nick Muse. Nick Muse with a little gritty to him. And it is 9-0 Minnesota.
Hurried up, got to the line of scrimmage, because this is just a pick route, like a star route. And Nick Muse running the deep 7 route. You have the flat route underneath it.
6.5 minutes to go in the first half, and the clock's running. Play action to Charbonnet, the rookie. Lock, fires, caught. Bobo at the 20. Scene will thrust him out of bounds at the 14-yard line to Bobo. A gain of 29.
And that comes down to really whether or not it's Lewis Scene or Ivan.
Drew Lock, shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Charbonnet by the side of Lock. Takes the snap, looks left, swings the head back to the center. Flag on the play, and it's caught for a Seattle Seahawks touchdown in very, very claustrophobic situation.
It is, and you see Mekhi Blackman is on the outside of the receiver, so he's
nice play.
He's expecting some help from the opposite side safety, or have somebody else. It's hard to cover from the outside all the way across the middle of the field. So it's all about the check down, and Chandler is so good at turning things up and getting positive yardage after the catch.
Mullins feeling good about himself. Play action, throws left, and it's caught at the 40 by Jalen Reagor near side, and he'll roll out of bounds at about the 46. A 26-yard connection. Now Mullins to Reagor.
Great job by Mullins just hanging in there and letting that play develop, because you had Jalen Reagor one-on-one with the linebacker. Again, it's a clearing route on the front side, and then you drag someone deep across. And when you have a linebacker matched up in space like that.
Thought we were going to go for it on 4th down, but we're going to punt. Ryan Wright's end-over-end punt. Inside the 20, rolls to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown at about the 1 or the 2-yard line. It's a 46-yard presentation.
And I think that, that's one of the things that Josh Metellus brings to the table. He can do that.
Block. Oh, he's nearly sacked. He'll get it away to the right side. And the play was not whistled dead. Charbonnet picked it up.
They're ruling it a fumble, so if that's the case, and Luigi Villain gets a sack.
He's played great.
He's been all over the place.
Yeah,
at
loss
the beginning of this game. So
there's room in that linebacker room. There is great competition for playing time and the opportunity to make the team. Speaking of opportunity to make the team, Kobach's trying to make this team, tapping on the sideline, and that's an explosive catch and run behind Troy Dye of 31. Myers, 35-yard try between the hash marks, snap spot, and the kick is good. 11:08 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I love that same thing too, so my mindset was wherever I'm at on that field, just get the job done and let's go.
Lock goes out of the shotgun, empty backfield, 2 receivers left, 3 right on 2nd and 8 in a game tied at 10. Oh, he throws it over the middle, and it's intercepted by the Minnesota Vikings. The interception goes the way of rookie Jalen Williams. The Hoosier with a 12-yard return. The Hoosier will walk us into break. Third quarter, game tied, and it's Minnesota Vikings football.
And that's exactly what you want to see out of a young group.
TJ Smith, second year from Arkansas, with the key tip. Abram Smith gets the toss right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage or lose one here at Lumen Field. 54-yard try, right hash, Joseph, snap spot. Greg Joseph's kick is hooking through the uprights. Well done, Greg Joseph. 54-yard boomer.
And try and just bring that within the running back room, just to be the legs of this football team and get us rolling.
You talk about that heavy workload, man. I mean, have you been doing more hills?
And, the job's not finished yet. We still got a lot of training camp left. So, as you have seen Ty Chandler out there, Debo and AB, those guys carrying the load tonight. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited. Oh, boy, this isn't good. Listen, Alexander, thank you so much.
Oh.
The punt was muffed by the receiving team, recovered by the kicking team. By rule, the kicking team is not permitted to advance.
Empty backfield, takes the snap, looks left, about to be sacked, got out of it, looks to the end zone, throws incomplete.
Great, and Joejuan Williams was a second-round draft pick in 2019 by New England. So they saw something in him.
Seattle 2 of 7 on third down. It's 3rd and 8 as Locke goes back to pass, shoots one left, caught. Jake Bobo. It's Bobo.
Broke it to the inside, and Booth collapsed on it a little bit too much and gave up too much separation. So, we talked about Andrew Booth earlier, Paul. He needs to get some experience. He needs to get out there, and this is the best way to do it. This is the best time to do it when theoretically, the points don't count. So Andrew Booth, I know, wishes he had that one back. So I think that's something that's going to help him out. And he also did a good job protecting. And Abram Smith did a couple of those good things too in pass protection.
Blitz, Hall, right, N'Keal Harry, blooded connection on third down. N'Keal Harry arrived this week. Let's see if he powerfully can plunge for a Vikings first down. Dwayne takes it. Looks to plunge, looks to be powerful, looks to spin, and none of it happens. And the Seahawks have turned over the Vikings on downs.
The one thing I want to see tonight, I knew that we weren't going to see a lot of blitzing, we were going to see a lot of exotic things, but I want to see the energy, and I think that's what's happening. This defense just seems much more energetic. They seem like they're playing on their toes a lot more.
As quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, leading by 4. Ehlers runs, room, 45-50. And Holton Ehlers.
Quarterback draw. You don't normally do that with your starter. I want to piggyback a little bit on what Ben was saying with Brian Flores.
22-yard run.
And I had a conversation with Louis Sean yesterday. And one of the things that Louis Sean said is that Brian Flores.
For those of you listening on 740 The Fan, hopefully we can get a nice play here for Noah Jindor. As Ehlers just throws up basically a punt, and it's caught by Landers inside the 10, and he walks into the end zone. What are we doing here? Touchdown on a pass that was thrown up basically like a punch, and it's a 30-yard touchdown, and Seattle has extended the lead to 23-13.
Well, I'd rather be lucky than good. And I'll say this, Kalen Barnes, it looked like the receiver might have had a little bit of him and pulled him back, but...
And so I did that this offseason and worked on some of those things. I'm sure a lot of these guys did too. When you look at it like top-down wise, one of the things that they want to lunge and jump you early, especially on play-action stuff, that they aren't scared of you shooting gaps. Well, when you start moving quite a bit, that offensive lineman is really thinking some things.
Kyle Shanahan just so fantastic at what he does. And this year it's the Titans and the Arizona Cardinals.
In a bunch situation, you got to have your hands and your feet free to pick up any sort of wheel route on the outside. So little discipline things like that need to be cleaned up.
Jaron Hall on fourth down threw a laser left to Thayer Thomas, undrafted from Arizona by way of Houston, Texas. And Jaron Hall's debut. Great job, man. Great being back.
Fun.
Gabe Henderson, our statistician and spotter. Great job, my man. Brian Harper, our boss and the leader of the Vikings Entertainment Network.